Militia Fitness, we got Wednesday's workouts going down, but first, your joke of the day. Before I got the job here at the gym, I had a job at a calendar factory, but turns out they fired me after I took a few days off. I know. All right, so for Core Crusher, we're gonna be working in this 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, starting off in this dumbbell bear plank pass through. So we're in this tabletop position, creating flexion of the abs, knees are elevated off the ground, and we're gonna drag a dumbbell through. This is gonna be single count, so 12 total reps, 6 on each side. We wanna do this with a heavy dumbbell. The heavier dumbbell, honestly, you just need to be able to drag it. It doesn't need to lift off the ground. The heavier dumbbell, the more we're gonna have to be able to work through our core as we drag through, okay? We're gonna follow that with toes to bar. Now, if you do not have a solid toes to bar, or the ability to get your toes to the bar, we have honestly a few fantastic options. You can start off, the easiest way to do this would be a hand-supported lemon squeezer. You can do it knees bent, or you can do it legs straight out, focusing on that tuck. You can also do this without your hands supported, reaching back, doing a knees bent or a leg straight out, AKA a VIA. Or you can make your way into toes to bar, but as you do the toes to bar, only hang out in a range that you can comfortably, consistently do in position. And if you can get your toes to the bar, get your toes to the bar and get them all the way up to the top. It'll be 12, 12, 10, 10, 8, 8, 6, 6, 4, 4. Then we're gonna finish with some alternating shoulder taps in the pike position on the box. So our toes are up, you're creating flexion of the abs, and we're alternating back and forth as we're reaching into our touches. Really, we're just trying to get a change and a pressure back and forth. If doing that feels like it's either dangerous, unsafe, or unable to do it, then you can just go to a pike position on the ground, which is a nice closed ankle position. You can also do this as a handstand on the wall with a little bit of a nice tucked hollow body position. 12 reps, single count, 6 on each side. Rest is needed. Be nice and safe. If you got any questions, shoot us a message or ask yourself a TL, all right? For endurance, we got 2 to 4 rounds. We're gonna be working this 800-meter run with a 1.5-minute rest. Our goal is that this should be challenging. So if 800's undoable, or you're gonna end up very, very, very slow in your 800, shorten the distance a little bit. So that way you are working on pushing your pace for the amount of runs, all right? For Prowler, it's 5+ rounds. We're gonna do 140 foot of this light to moderate Prowler push, and then a 30-second bike sprint for cows. Quads pumped up, 2 minutes of rest in between. For strongman, we got this odd object brace. We're gonna go clean and press for time, 30 repetitions from the ground to the chest or shoulder to the overhead position and drop. For time means little to no rest. Keep it moving, okay? For arm assault, we got dumbbell supinated curls for 2 rounds, dumbbell J Empress for 2 rounds. We're gonna do this for 12 repetitions for each. Challenge yourself with weights. For balance board, everything is balanced, all of them with the band. 3 rounds, we're gonna do 10 curls, 10 upright rows, 10 shoulder press. Then we'll put it on our back. We'll do 5 mid mornings, we'll do 5 squats, and then we'll press to the overhead position and do 5 overhead squats. If that's unable for you to do, then just put it back on your back and knock out more squats, okay? For row fit, 12-minute EMOM, we have a 1-minute AMRAP row for your first minute. Right at the end of that minute, you're gonna hop off into a 30-second handstand hold or a freestanding handstand, or just a plank position if the handstand and the shoulders are too smoked. Do not fall on the head. If you start to feel like you get fatigued, drop down, go to the standard plank position. You'll get a 30 seconds of rest. We're gonna come back into that 1-minute AMRAP row, okay? For glute gains, we're gonna go 12 to 15 reps of barbell hip thrust, 12 to 15 reps of a cast thrust, aka a top range, and then a 20-second isometric hold. This is more repetition and more volume than we did the last time we did these same exercises. So make sure your weights are a little bit less, so that way you can stay consistent as we work through it for 3 total rounds. Then we're gonna go into a sliding curtsy lunge where we're keeping tension as we're moving into this curtsy position outside of the glute, and then some dumbbell RDLs as we push back into this hinge. Straight leg kneeling fire hydrants for this little outside glute need to finish it up. For obstacle prep, we got an 800-meter run, 20 band fence over and unders. You have a band set up. You're gonna step over the band, and then we're gonna go under the band, okay? We're gonna go 20, so go 10 going one direction, then 10 going the opposite direction. We got a 400-meter run, 200-foot kettlebell farmer carry, 400-meter run, 200-foot odd object carry, 200-foot side shuffle, and then a 200-meter run to finish. Wednesday's workouts looking hot. Have a fun one. We never quit.